Going live. And hey, Apprentice Squad, welcome to another live stream here with the stream team. This one's a surprise one.
Boom.
We thought it would be pretty fun. 4 years ago, I did my first EVA Foam Build, and we did Olivia's first cosplay, which was the Wonder Woman Breastplate. And so Olivia had the idea.
Oh, sorry. I thought it would be really fun if we would watch this video with you guys, our initial Wonder Woman build, and kind of get our reactions and see what he would do differently.
Yeah, so we're going to play through the video with you guys, reacting live to my first EVA Foam build. Probably both to my video and the quality, as well as the techniques and stuff that we did with working with foam. And hopefully I did some things right in there. We'll see if maybe there's a lot that I did wrong. But either way, hopefully we'll be able to go through and I can help you learn from my past mistakes or what I did well, and help you guys avoid those mistakes yourself when you're getting started working with EVA foam. But also to see, hey, you know, like look at the progression and how much can change over 4 years. Even if, you know, it did turn out looking pretty decent, you know, there's always room for improvement. You can just keep getting better and better. So, all right. Just quick shout outs here really quick to everyone on here. We got Joshua Harper, Christian, Rose Colored Cottage, Seabone, Zambi, Leia. We got Nathan Reynolds, what's up? Louise, how's it going? James Allen. All right, awesome. So with that, should we jump in and do this? Okay.
Cool.
All right, well, let's get going. We're glad you guys tuned in, even if you can't stay long.
We felt bad that we weren't going to do a stream on Friday, so we wanted to sneak one in.
Yeah, we snuck one in today like our normal Wednesday video that would come out. We're doing this. Hey, Adrian Galvin, welcome. How's it going? All right. KK, here we go. Hey, Sci-Fi Painter, Grace Hobson. Sweet. Excited to have so many people on. This is great. Awesome. Okay. All right, so.
The reason we have these on is so we can hear the video and it doesn't repeat for you.
Yeah.
We don't usually have these on.
Yeah, we don't usually have the headphones on.
Also, this is a child's pair.
We've got them on so that we can hear the video playing through and be able to react without it, like looping through the speakers and then creating kind of a weird audio loop. So, yeah, with that, let's switch over to the split screen here, and we'll be able to play the video. You guys can see that and hear it at the same time as seeing us with our reactions. We'll pause here and there and kind of talk about maybe how I would do something different now, or just kind of talking about the video.
Also, we ignored the most important thing. Wonder Woman's coming out.
Yes, that's probably why we thought it'd be...
That's why we're doing this.
That's why we thought it'd be fun to do this, because the Wonder Woman movie is coming out this weekend, and it's going to be so awesome. So yeah, we thought it'd be fitting to kind of go through one of my old videos from before the other Wonder Woman movie even came out, and watch that and see 4 years down the road what it looks like. So okay, here we go. So let's switch over to this here.
Hey, April! I want to rebuild this one too. So that was another thing. It's like easing him into the
kind of analyzing it.
Oh, how would you do this, Skylar?
So we're kind of analyzing it to be able to, for that too, to be like, how would we do this different? Hey, we've got Bradwick on as well. What's up? Hey, it's so fun to have so many of you guys hop on, even though this was kind of a surprise and like just a last minute thing. So, all right. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Commence the train wreck?
I don't know how to do any of it. I'm just going to sit here.
Well, we can just go through and comment. Here we go. Hey cosplayers, I'm Skylar Osler, and in today's apprenticeship, I'll be teaching you how to make Wonder Woman's breastplate from the live-action Wonder Woman film, using, stay tuned, skills, spinning that phone sheet around, our old logo intro. Before we jump into it, I've created a Wonder Woman cosplay guide just for you. Complete with reference images, poses, origin, in between, right to get yours. Tried to set it up.
Let's get started.
Fancy.
You'll need to begin by creating your pattern.
Look at my short hair.
You can do so by wrapping your subject in saran wrap and duct tape, or painter's tape, to get the exact shape of your subject.
Okay, so, This is Saran wrap and duct tape. That combination still works. I've gone a little bit cheaper because duct tape can be quite pricey for like bigger pieces for using that for patterning like this. So I use contractor's masking tape now more often, and then also tin foil.
You look like a tailor in this video.
Yeah, I do. That's true. I've got like my little my nice shirt and vest and everything, and I'm like, all right, let's figure out.
Also, what's behind us is a chalkboard, and it's a table that he made that would pop down out of the wall. We were living.
That's right.
We rented out our basement. We rented out our upstairs to our friends, and we were living in our basement.
We moved into the basement, and it was like 400 square feet or something, the basement. And
anyway, this is not the facts you wanted. We should be talking about the costume.
Sorry. But it's cool. It's a chalkboard, and then you just like unhook these little things on the top, and then folds down into our like table to eat at as a family. Fun little invention that we put together for space saving. Anyway, okay, here we go. So patterning, you can still do the same technique. This works great, and duct tape holds really well the shape. So
you can then draw on your desired shape on the tape to decide where you'll be cutting it and make your registration marks and darts so that when you cut it out, it can lay flat in a 2D shape.
All right, so cutting out registration marks. The scissor method works, so definitely if you don't have anything else fancy, you can use scissors, or you can use a X-Acto knife to cut out those registration marks, kind of at a little triangle. But if you want to spend $6 and save yourself a lot of headache, you can get a pattern notcher that will just help you go. It's like a hole puncher, but just for notching those registration marks out. So that is one thing I would definitely do instead of the scissor method, because it takes so much longer with scissors.
Shape. You can transfer that pattern to paper to last longer or for reuse later. Transfer those patterns onto your 1/2-inch floor foam, making sure that the smooth surface is the right direction, and cut it out with a sharpened razor blade. Once cut out, you can use a heat gun to heat the foam, shape it, and add a curve to it.
Oh, that's a pretty clever idea. I haven't done that for a while.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Yeah, so what I did here, I don't know if you guys can see, the chisel here is just like, cup. It's a, let me go back just a tad bit. Hold on, let me scrub back just a little bit. So right there is that chisel. I actually like clamped that to the table. I think it's like clamped to the side of the table, and the back side of it is kind of like a, has a rounded handle on the back side, and so then I had like I could just use that to kind of heat shape and add that curve into the breast cup there. So yeah, anyway, I hadn't done that. I forgot about that trick. A lot of times I just use my honing steel now, the back side of that, and just kind of press it in.
One thing I would say is that if you're going to use floor mat foam, sand off the other side or line it, because that was fun.
Yes. Yeah. So if you guys can see on the back side of it, because it's the floor mat foam, it's smooth on one side and then textured on the other. And so we're like, well, we want the smooth side out so that we can get that armor look for Wonder Woman. And so then the textured side ended up being on the inside, which is not comfortable against your skin.
Put rags in there or something.
Something to kind of soften it. Anyway, so yeah, you may want to sand down that texture if you're going to use the floor mat foam.
Especially for the breast cups, so that the pieces will connect together better. Using contact cement, attach your pattern foam pieces together. I use DAP weldwood contact cement, but many people like barge as well. Make sure to pay attention to your registration marks as you go so that everything lines up as it should. Take your time on this part and make sure to get everything lined up as smooth as possible, so you'll have less smoothing to do later on. This will give you the base shape for your breastplate. Cut a straight line down the back middle.
Is that we did this before the movie had come out, and so we didn't, and I don't even know if her ribs in it were as pronounced in the last movie.
Or not, yeah.
Or not, but we definitely didn't put any kind of rib.
What?
Sorry, I got distracted by that.
Yeah, is that a problem? Is it working okay?
Hey, Christian, is it working okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so we did this based on what we could see of Wonder Woman's stuff in Batman versus Superman, because the Woman movie hadn't even come out yet. And so yeah, like Olivia was saying, there's definitely some kind of like muscular detail that's in that armor piece that's like there now, that we didn't have at the time. And it would have been hard to press into this thick foam.
But
it's like ½ inch thick. So
yeah, but now I would just have you use What the Foam.
Yeah, definitely. Now I wouldn't use the floor mat foam for this. I would use 4mm What the Foam, because it would be so super thin, a lot easier to be able to hold its shape, and would just be more armor-like. It would give us more ability to add in some of those muscular details and everything like that, and have it not be as... I mean, like, we hid the thickness pretty well, I feel like.
But not from the side.
But not
if you
from
look
the
at
side.
From the side, I felt so bulky, like I was in a shell.
Yeah, because it is kind of like, just kind of creates this, like, little armored shell.
I mean, I'm probably not in Gal Gadot shape, but
But yeah, anyway, so I would definitely use like the 4mm What the Foam now, hold its shape super well for the armor and everything.
So
like
how
that.
would you get the muscular detail? I know you've done a video, but those were like, the video you did on the abs were like super Batman defined.
Yeah. So if you guys, you can check out my video on how to get 6-pack abs for cosplay. But basically, you can do a couple things. You can just heat up the foam and just press in, kind of like a bulge type of thing, or like a shape into it, and it'll be kind of just very smooth transitions from it and that kind of thing. If you want it to be a little bit more defined but still smooth, you can do a score on the backside. Just cut into the foam a little bit, not all the way through. Just score it where you want that muscular piece to show up, and then you can heat that up and kind of press on the inside of that. And if you just do that, then it'll be a more smooth transition into that. If you want it super defined, then you go and you kind of fold back that score line on the backside, and then fill it with hot glue, and that'll make a nice crisp line on the other side, making like a ab type of definition type of thing.
Like a vacuum formed ab.
Yeah, like a vacuum formed ab look type of thing.
Hey, Skating Spider, yeah. Welcome.
Hey, yeah, Skating Spider. Awesome. All right, so let's keep going with this. So yeah, definitely I would change up the foam. That's a huge part that I would change. But so far, looking pretty good, pretty sound.
The breastplate. Mark where you want the laces to go up on the back, and using a soldering iron or just heating up the end of a screwdriver, burn holes into the foam for the laces.
You're
Use strips of flat...
Yeah, and just heated up the end of a screwdriver and jabbed it through the foam.
This is high quality entertainment.
High tech stuff. Yeah.
Will go and glue them in with contact cement. You can then drill holes into the plastic in line with the holes in the foam.
So how do you feel?
Now, moving on to the details.
Just having worn it, how do you feel that lace-up thing in the back worked? So.
Oh, I thought it was fine. I mean, I come from a theater background, so I've worn lots of corsets in plays, and
so we ended up.
It definitely didn't get as tight as those corsets, but it felt secure.
Yeah. So I don't know how well you guys can see that on here. Let's just switch cameras real quick so you guys can see it full screen. Let's go to just this.
It's going.
Hold on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, on the back side here, we did that lace up technique, and then with the details that we added, I kind of had them go long and go a little bit over. So then once we tightened this up, that would kind of get hidden. And then the belt part, when it velcros on, you can see the laces go all the way down. When this velcros on, it actually goes up the back and meets up with that other part and kind of covers up those laces. So that was kind of my way of hiding it. I think this technique could still definitely work. I wonder if I might play around with redoing it, if I might play around with hiding the seam more along the side somewhere, and do like because we would be doing it with thinner foam. I couldn't really do it before but we can have just kind of a second layer that backs it and has like magnets so that they can just like wrap around and then magnet
That'd be
up.
scary. What if like one of my kids just like shank?
Yeah, I mean, well, I would put multiple magnets and good strong ones in there, so that they like lined up in multiple spots.
Okay.
It would hold pretty well.
I'm nervous.
But either way, I mean, like, I feel like that would be more secure than Velcro.
Yeah, probably.
And it wouldn't take up as much space because you could inset the magnets.
One thing that I'm just like, you don't even need to change is the skirt. I love the skirt.
Yeah, the skirt is like awesome. So we have a video on how to do the skirt, and basically, I don't know if you guys can see.
Now it's like all curled up and like, maybe we could take a heat gun to it or something.
Yeah, it's
release it
kind
a little bit.
Needs to relax a little bit, but yeah, this was just done. It's basically just craft foam leatherized. I have a video on how to make craft foam look like leather.
Bye, James.
Hey, James. Thanks so much for tuning in for a bit. Made to look like leather, and then I just glued it to a pair of Spanx.
Yeah.
Which worked out great. You can kind of see them here just a little bit.
But we painted them.
But we painted them blue to kind of match. Anyway, so yeah, the skirt turned out really well, and the breastplate looks good. It's just it's just the thickness, I think, is the biggest.
I felt like I was a turtle in a shell.
Yeah. Turtle in a Wonder Woman shell. Okay. Let's see. I can close that. I can close this and see if... Oh, wait. No, that gets rid of you.
Did you just get rid of him?
Are you still there? Okay.
Sorry, guys.
All right, sorry.
Trying to fix the audio.
We're just speaking with production upstairs. Anyway, okay. So, let's see. Get rid of that. Okay, cool. Should we keep playing the
Sure,
video?
you have a question, though.
Oh, what do we got?
Hey, do you have any advice on how to make body armor for someone else with different measurements?
So, how to make body armor for someone else with different measurements. Yeah, so, a couple things. If you have a mannequin that you've created, then what you can do is, try to you get those measurements and you kind of build it out a little bit, the mannequin, to kind of match those measurements a little bit more. Or to an extent, you might need to, you can try, like rough patterning it. Part of it is do you have access to the person?
Red's on. Hi, Red!
Hey, Red Gaming!
Sorry, I am good at interrupting.
You're good. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we got a couple other people here, too, that I've never seen. Kira W., welcome to the stream. Okay, so, yeah, so depends on if you have access to the person or not. Like, if you're...
Bye, Nathan!
Hey, Nathan, see ya. Thanks for tuning in. If you are able to, like we saw in the video here, if you can pattern right off of them, that's ideal.
What? Sammy Seabone.
No way.
You sweetheart.
Holy cow, dude. Okay, here we go.
Ooh, we have a new thing. Woohoo! Sammy Seabone.
Sammy Seabones! Oh my goodness. Dude.
Y'all got Sammy.
Thank you, man. Oh. Dude, I did not expect this today. I was like, this is just a surprise one. We're just like, it's not. Oh man, Sammy.
You are so sweet.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Holy cow. Oh man, every time, like, it always surprises me, Sammy. Like,
especially you're just so generous.
So generous.
So kind.
Yeah.
And just like the hype man.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Holy cow. Sammy Seabones for the win. Oh,
thank you.
Holy cow. Red's Gaming. Captain Seabones back at it again. Oh, man, dude. Thank you. Holy cow. Wow. Thank you. You are amazing. All right, so... Yeah, Kara W said that she made a costume as well. It took a year because she had to remake it 2 times. 2mm base and 4mm details. It's finished now, but don't fit it anymore because it gained 7 kilos. Well, that definitely...
Yeah.
This can take a while. I would say that like that was a good call doing it out of the 2mm and 4mm. And yeah, it's like trial and error. So taking a year to do, remaking it twice.
But now you know it really well. So if you wanted to remake it again, you could.
Yeah, totally.
Or you know, your body's changing all the time.
And actually, yeah.
I mean, we made this, and I had just had one of my babies, but I fit in it better now than I did because I'm heavier now than I
was. But yeah, I would say actually I said I'd make it out of the 4mm, but you could probably actually make this out of our 2mm.
Ooh.
And have it be even thinner.
Would I feel totally naked?
Because of the details and stuff. You'd probably want to just have a little bit of a reinforcement strip along the seam lines on the inside. But yeah, that's actually a great idea. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Is it Kira W or Kyra? But yeah, I'd say that you could definitely do it out of the 2mm with the foam as well, and then just use the 4mm where you need the thickness. Although if you're going to burn in the lines, so here in a second I'm about to get into how I did the detail parts on this. If you're going to burn in the details like I did here, I would use the 4mm.
Oh, but I think.
But if you do it as a second layer,
I think we should do it as a second layer.
With 2mm, then definitely just do it out of 2mm. Then you end up at 4mm thick, and just leave little gaps for these details. So let's keep playing, and we'll see.
Thanks for all your support, guys.
How we did that.
Using masking tape, you can tape up half of.
Got some support on my being heavier this year than I was before.
100 density, 2mm. Yeah. So yeah, our 2mm is like super intense. Like you cannot rip it barehanded. So I think it would definitely work for that.
We're gonna have to.
What? Wait till next year for donations?
We're gonna have to start committing to giving some of your money to charity or something, Sammy.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay.
Like, set up like so much of people's donations go to charity because I'm like so full of gratitude that he would be so generous that we need to
give back some
too.
Totally.
You're so kind.
Thank you, man.
Just trying to make this YouTube thing work is so interesting, so we're so grateful.
Yeah, definitely. It helps a ton, so thank you so much.
Try me to rip 2mm with the foam barehanded. Good luck.
Good luck.
We tried.
We've tried it with like 2 full-grown adults, like yanking on it as hard as they can to try to rip it, and it won't rip. And we've done something even more intense than that. That had probably, what would you say, that probably weighed about a ton?
Yeah.
That like pulled.
It's coming.
Pulled with on
the
it.
Secret video is coming.
And it did not even phase it one bit. It didn't even stretch it. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, cool. Yeah, we've got awesome. All right, so let's keep playing, and we'll get into how I did those details on here. And I kind of like the way I did this because it's all in one. You don't have to cut as many pieces, but it's it's all
of the breastplate.
How you want to
draw
do it,
out
right?
your design for the details and the lines that run along the torso.
So this is a good trick, especially if you're like making stuff as like a chest plate type of thing like this, where you don't really know how to like when you're first doing that first piece, and there's going to be other layers or different like details and stuff. Like I probably could have drawn these on when I had Olivia all taped up, and I would have known better how to do that. But like where the details were going to go, but that's like how long is the person willing to stay in the duct tape and saran wrap, right? So this is a great way once you build kind of that base, then you can do the same thing, just throw masking tape, tinfoil and masking tape, or just tape in this case, I think is what I did. And then you can draw on top of your base piece, and then you can draw your details on, pull that off, and then turn that into your patterns as well. So great little technique on that. Yeah, if you guys are looking, I put a link to What the Foam in the description.
So it's hard because Kira is in the
no, in the Netherlands. That's true. Shoot, we plan on eventually being available in more places across the world with that, but getting into a bunch of different countries and stuff on Amazon, but unfortunately we're not there yet. But if you're looking, it sounds like yeah, so What the Foam is a product that we sell on Amazon. It's formulated specifically for cosplay, super durable, smooth, really smooth cuts, really sands really well, really smooth surface, smooth on both sides, and can take you scratch across it with a screwdriver, and instead of skipping and ripping, it'll just look like a battle damage scratch mark, kind of thing. So it's really awesome. When you heat it up, it gets super malleable, so you can still take really good curves with it. Holds its shape really well, so you can.
But you do have to get it hotter than
yeah, it takes a little
That's
bit.
That's where people get a little.
Takes a little bit longer to heat up than normal foams.
Welby.
But hey, Welby, what's up? But yeah, it's awesome stuff. And so yeah, it's something we sell on Amazon. It's only available in the U.S. right now, but hopefully we can get it more places for you.
Details along the top of the breastplate and trace the torso pieces onto the torso of the breastplate. Using contact cement, glue the layers of your design onto the upper part of the breastplate, and then use a soldering iron or wood burning tool to burn in the lines you traced on the torso. Once you have those details added on, then you will want to move on to creating the belt.
So yeah, so that's how I did it on this one. And it was a little bit scary because it's like if I burnt it in the wrong spot, then I'd have to start over. But it was pretty handy because I just was able to just add those in and didn't have to deal with gluing a bunch of different layers on. But like we were saying, if we would do it out of the 2mm, we'd probably do those as just a second 2mm layer with gaps in between to create that look now. And yeah, you could probably do the whole breastplate out of 2mm.
Oh, cool, Welby. He got a big tub of FOMO last week.
Yeah, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, big tub of FOMO. Those things are huge.
They're so big.
I couldn't...
They're my favorite, though.
Yeah, I love those ones. I just can't believe it, though. Every time I look at them, I'm like, this is such a huge tub. This is amazing. And we actually have people asking us,
do you have 5-gallon?
Do you have a 5-gallon tub size of FOMO? And we're like, what? No? Is that something we should do?
Captain Seabones wants to know how he buys the big roll of What the Foam. They're in our garage?
Yeah. We haven't gotten those into Amazon yet. They're so large that we were trying to figure out the logistics with how to package them up to send them to Amazon to be and not be oversized items and stuff like that. So just DM us about it on Instagram, and we can try to figure something out. Yeah, April's saying for Kyra, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, that check maybe Polyprops. They have some good foams, and I think that they are overseas. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's keep playing on this.
Belt. In order to maintain the appearance of one solid piece, it will be best to have the belt attached separately. You'll want to draw on and create a pattern for the belt and cut it out of the 1/2-inch floor mat foam. You will need to use a Dremel tool to slim down the overlapping areas and get rid of any treading on the opposite side of the belt, and use contact cement to attach Velcro that lines up on the belt.
So yeah, so once again, because of the thickness of this piece, it caused some problems here with trying to put the belt on, to where you can see I had to Dremel down the foam to be about, 4 millimeters. And I think you can see right there, even I accidentally went through. See that light coming through? Right there in the middle part. I don't know, you guys can't see my mouse on the screen. Yeah, right there in that middle section, that kind of diamond shape, you could see the light coming through at the top. Or I went too deep, I think. But anyway, so what I had to do to try to get that belt of the same thickness to sit more flush with the the piece here.
I would really like a thinner belt on that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and the thing was, like, at the time, there really wasn't...
There wasn't much.
Like...
I remember, the first time you told me about TNT and how excited you were.
Yeah, it was so awesome when TNT was, like, doing smooth on both sides foam, and we're like, whoa, this is great. So I think I had to sand the belt down, too. And I used the, like, a little bit thinner floor mat foam for it, but then I had to sand that down, too. But you can see, kind of just up on the edge here, I had to sand that down to add Velcro to try to get this to sit a little bit more flush with it. And when we get it all lined up, this kind of meets up and tries to be seamless. But
it tries to be seamless.
It's
you did good, girl. You did good.
It was a little bit tricky
with
just the thickness of the foam and stuff. But yeah, so definitely, like, if I was using the thinner foam, you could just layer, a 4 millimeter piece, just glue it underneath to get an overlap to attach to if you wanted to. And then I would probably use magnets instead of Velcro. And I have a video on some different magnet techniques. Yeah, just. But I do like the belt separate, don't you think? I think it was.
Yeah,
it helps.
I like that.
Because what that helps with is, instead of having it all have a seam in one spot, like in the back, and have the belt split and that split, then you have that seam line. So what helped was to be able to have the breastplate close and cinch down on the back, and then have that belt be able to come over, and then it had a seam line on the side, and it was on the side where her rope, her lasso, and some other things were going to be too, so it wouldn't be as visible. And then the belt could kind of come up and overlap and hide and create more of that seamless look and hide how we got it on. So I think that was a pretty clever way of doing it and having the belt go on separate. But if I could have just made it attach to it a little bit better and had thinner foam for it, and more durable foam that wouldn't wrinkle as much with bending, because I don't know if you guys can see there, but
they can see
this spot right here, right where you're bending at the waist, caused those wrinkles to happen in the foam.
It was also very difficult. I wouldn't take my children with me while I wore that again.
Yeah. So that was fun, trying to run around Comic-Con with both of us in costume, and we're trying to keep track of the kids.
At the time. Yeah. One was in a stroller, but still. You can't really bend and mom as Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
To attach Velcro
so let's keep going.
that lines up on the belt and the breastplate piece. In order to add the details into the belt, you can use a soldering iron or wood burner for the bigger, wider details, and for the smaller details.
So painful.
Yeah. So I think basically a lot of the stuff I'm getting is that I would use different foam now, for sure. Yeah. Just like...
And you've just, grown so much in your talent, but even so, still, most of it's just the foam.
Yeah. Yeah, and so this is crazy. It kind of sounds weird, but what I've found out is that even though, you can make amazing stuff out of floor mats, it is sometimes more frustrating for you as a beginner and getting started to try to make something out of floor mats, because it's not a quality foam. You're gonna, hey, Grisham, what?
Grisham. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Wait, is it showing up here? Let's see, view queue, view all.
It's right there.
Oh, right there. Boom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
You're always so
Christian,
generous.
that's so generous. Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas to you, Christian. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So, what was I saying? Okay, so because like you have to have your blade super sharp, keep it sharp all the time to get good clean cuts with that. You have to have a longer blade that doesn't give you as much control over cutting. If you mess up and you need to just trim a little bit off the edge, it's not gonna work and it'll end up with a lot of jagged edges. It's harder to get cleaner seams. Just like so much about working with that foam can feel really frustrating, and it makes sense. It's like, oh, I'll get that as a starter because it's really cheap. I don't want to, like, if I'm just getting started on this, doing this for my first time, I don't want to waste the money if you know, on like nice foam when I'm just getting started. But a lot of times people get down on themselves and they give up because they started with you know, that foam that's not as nice to them. And they feel like it's them, that they're not capable of doing it. But in a lot of cases, the errors or the more likelihood of those issues is because of the foam. Now, you can make amazing stuff from it. It just is a little bit more...
You just have to be patient with yourself.
Yeah, you have to just be patient with yourself, and you have to keep your blade really sharp, and you just have to take it a little bit slower, and just spend a little bit more time getting it looking good, right? But anyway, so if you're able to, I highly recommend going for a smooth on both sides, like nicer, higher density foam. Obviously, I'd recommend What the Foam, but you know, if you aren't able to do that or don't want to do that, go with like TNT or SKS or something like that. Just get that a little bit better level foam, even if you're a beginner, because it will help you. The foams will help you feel better about your skills as you're learning. So
I'll be right back. I have kids knocking down the door.
Anyway, sorry about my spiel on that, but I think it's important to understand, because as a beginner, I did the exact same thing, and there weren't really a whole lot of foams available at the time too, 4 years ago, that were better, and so as I started moving into the nicer foams, I realized, oh my goodness, you know, I thought that I was just like really bad at cutting straight lines or straight clean cuts, you know, but it was actually more on the foam side of things. So anyway, there we go. That's my soapbox.
Score it with a razor blade and then hit it with the heat gun to open up the cut. You can also use the Dremel to thin down parts of the belt to achieve the look you need. Lastly, add some wear and tear and some gashes to make it look like this has actually been worn by a superhero. Once you have the breastplate and the belt looking the way you want, give the entire thing another pass with the heat gun so that it seals the foam in preparation for painting. Before painting, you will want to do at least 2 coats of Plastidip. Follow the directions on the can for coating and dry times. Once the Plastidip coat is dry, you'll be ready to move on to painting. For areas that you want to give a smooth reflective sheen,
we never did a video on
2 coats of gloss black before your colors. Then continue with doing your metallic red over the entire breastplate piece.
What would you do now? Would you use spray paint? We haven't really been using spray paint so much the last 6 months.
Yeah, I would probably take a look at what options we have with Platfx, to see if we could get a red that matched.
But what about the gold?
And
I
the
feel
gold.
like this gold
Yeah, I would do.
shows up so well. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna put it on.
Okay, go for it.
I'm just gonna wear this for the rest of the time.
Perfect.
Like
Oh.
it just shows up so good. But I was wondering if like, oh, would you want to do something that was like how you were thinking of doing the Mandalorian with that like chrome?
Oh yeah, the mirror chrome thing. Okay, hold on. This just reminded me. Remind me to come back to this question. We wanted to do something. We all are usually procrastinating with Christmas, and we're always like last minute trying to shop and get stuff and everything like that. We've done a little bit better this year, but we know how it goes, and so we wanted to do a procrastinator sale. And the cool thing is we're doing it on all of our patterns. So they're digital. So even if you procrastinated, you don't have to worry about shipping time or anything like that to get to you. So right now we're doing 50% off all of our patterns. I put the code in the description. It's PRO50, P-R-O-50.
Just
use that.
So many patterns.
Use that on checkout for, I put a link to our patterns page on our website where you can go see what we have. But we got Wonder Woman's Gold Eagle helmet, the Van braces, the armband, tiara. We have other stuff too with Captain Rex's Clone Trooper helmet, Hiccup helmet, chest plate, pauldrons, Black Panther helmet, Han Solo blaster, Kylo Ren lightsaber, Luke lightsaber, Deadpool swords, Deadpool grenades, back sheath. Anyway, just go check that out. Hopefully there's something there for you or for someone in your family. Want. But yeah, so 50% off all of our patterns right now. The procrastinator sale, it'll go through Saturday. And the cool thing is it's immediate download, so you don't have to wait for shipping or anything. Get the PDF download, print it off, stick it in someone's stocking, or wrap it up in a little box or something like that. And,
hi, Shielded Bear!
Hey, Shielded Bear, what's up? Thank you so much for that e-card. That was awesome. Yeah, but anyway, so... Yeah, wanted to let you know about that. Okay, so what were we talking about?
I don't know. I put the helmet on because I was like... Oh, we were talking about paint.
Oh, yeah. So, paint. I would probably try to go Platfx if I could. And I would definitely do some airbrushing. So, I mean, what did we do on the gold on this?
It was just gold spray paint.
I think we just did gold. We masked it off and we did gold spray paint,
and then
right?
It was a black wash.
And then a black wash on top. Yeah.
But, like, look how much better this looks.
Yeah, look at the difference between those two golds. Bang. So, I mean, it depends on the gold look you're going for, but this is so much richer and vibrant. And this is kind of faded over time.
I mean, it's old now.
But yeah, I would probably see if I could get away with doing some Platfx stuff for it. So if you guys haven't checked out Platfx Paint, it's flexible paint, so it goes on your EVA foam great and stays flexible and will move with the foam really well. I haven't had too many problems with the paint cracking. I've had the creases on the softer foams, but that's because I use Plastidip as a base with everything and then thin coats with the spray paint. But where do you buy your paint? So you can get, so I know that they have Platfx at, I lucked out and they sent me a little box of some that I've been using so far.
But they sell on Amazon.
But they sell on Amazon. They sell on at Michael's and Joann's. I've seen it for sure at Michael's, and I'm pretty sure it's at Joann's too. And then you can buy it right off of their website too. Right now, I think they're out of stock of a lot of things, but you can buy them right on their website as well. Platfx.com. I think is their URL. But anyway, yeah, great question. Okay, so painting. Here we go. So on this one, I used. I probably wouldn't do this again too because it freaked me out. But it had a great result, but it was scary for a bit. So I used automotive paint on this. I got like a red metallic automotive paint from like AutoZone or something, and the combination of the auto paint on top of the Plastidip and the other bases that I did. I don't know if I didn't give it enough dry time or what in between, but the surface started to crackle.
Yeah, it did.
You can kind of see it. I mean, it gave it kind of a cool look, I guess. I don't know if you guys can see that with it not in focus that close, but up close you can see it kind of crackled a little bit and pulled away in a couple spots, which, I mean, it gave it kind of a cool look and a worn look, and from a distance you can't really tell that much. But it freaked me out. I'm like, oh no, all my paint job's ruined. Like, I ruined this whole thing right now at the very end. I'm going to have to redo it all. Luckily, it worked out. And then I think I just avoided doing a clear coat because I tried to clear coat on a little section of it, and it caused it to crackle even more.
Clear coats are a no.
yeah, it caused it to crackle even more. So
spray
anyway,
gold
here we go.
over the belt. Gold over the belt piece.
Yeah, we used a
Once it is
paint pen for that.
Oh yeah,
dried sufficiently, you can then
we used a gold paint pen for these pieces, so those golds turned out a little bit brighter.
use a gold paint pen to paint the other gold sections of the remainder of the breastplate.
But that was
Wait
very
for it all to
time-
dry about a day or two, and then you can begin.
Very time consuming though. I would
Look
just
at those shorts.
use Platfx. Oh, where are those shorts? Those are my cool. Those are my Globetrotter shorts. I would wear those to play basketball.
Yeah, it was cool.
Should I tell them about my theories?
Oh, I did automotive paint on my Captain Marvel belt, instant cracking. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think it's got to be the automotive paint then. Yeah, I was like freaking out. Luckily, you know, I made it work, and it looks okay from a distance. But totally, it was so like devastating when I first saw it. I'm like, no, what's happening? What's happening? It's like you can't really stop it. But yeah, anyway, should I tell him my?
If you must.
My. Okay. So yeah, I go for when I'm playing basketball and stuff. I'll wear these and kind of like dress up super nerdy, like with sweatbands and long socks and those shorts and everything. And like when warm ups and stuff, I'll be like purposefully missing shots and whatnot.
I don't feel like you really do that.
Okay, I did once, but I don't usually purposely miss the shots. But anyway,
This was as like a teenager.
Yeah, as a teenager. Anyway, trying to kind of like do the reverse effect, like instead of intimidating the other team, I'm like underwhelming them. So they're like, oh, this is gonna be easy, and they don't take me seriously. And then all of a sudden, when we get in the game, they're like, oh shoot,
He's really competitive.
underestimated this guy. Anyway, it's an interesting
So,
theory if you guys
those
want to try that
shorts.
one out. Those shorts are magic.
Begin to handle
where
the
they
breastplate
are.
enough to lace it up and give it a test fit. And voila! You have Wonder Woman's breastplate. Now go out and save the day.
Saved it. Look at that.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and select to be notified of all future videos so you can see my other Wonder Woman tutorials. Oh, and don't forget to download your free complete Wonder Woman cosplay guide.
Nice.
Once again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and cosplay on, my friends.
Ah,
Still got it.
sped it up a little bit. So
Watch NFL game.
Yeah. Anyway.
Basketball shark.
So yeah, anyway, there we go. So overall I think I was pleasantly surprised that like I didn't see any major like things. I mean, I was watching tutorials from like Evil Ted and other people to try to figure out how to work with foam and whatnot, and so I think I had some good teachers. But definitely, I mean, with using the thinner foams, I'm able to use an X-Acto knife and have more control over my cuts. And then just use the bigger, thicker knife like you saw there for when I have thicker foams, which I think is helpful. But yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, just the biggest thing I would say is that it's so bulky with the floor mat foam.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest change I would make is just the foam that we used. I thought there were some cool design ideas that we had for hiding seams and stuff like that with the lace up in the back and backing it with the plastic, because the foam, especially the floor mat foam, wouldn't be able to handle that tension on its own. So I had to back it with plastic.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I just used a moldable thermoplastic, polyplastics, and just rolled it out in a sheet with my pasta maker. But
He has a pasta maker for rolling out plastic, guys.
you could definitely use like Sintra or something like that too.
That's true. So if you were to make it and you did it with layering, would you do the bottom layer has the ribs and the muscles and everything, and then the top layer just kind of sits on top of that and kind of molds to that?
So I would probably... Well, I would glue them all together. If I'm doing it 2mm, all 2mm, 2mm with the 2mm layers, I wouldn't do the scoring to add those in. the muscles in.
Yeah.
Just because you're only dealing with 2 millimeters thick foam, you're gonna like weaken it significantly. I would just heat it up and add that shape in, but I would do it after I glued the layers on.
Oh, okay.
So I would add the layers on, get it all glued with the base, and then I would come in from behind and press in that.
April, this is
heat it
me
up
and
press
you
in the...
tricking him into doing that.
and press in the muscle details from the backside. But also because of those, partially I wonder if it would be nice to go with the 4 millimeter. Because it does give you that extra little thickness to be able to work with doing any kind of V-grooves or scoring on the backside to get those details to show up a little bit more on the front side. But, I mean, grab the Wonder Woman, the van braces there.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on that.
So on the van braces, we added kind of those little muscular things in. And they're pretty subtle here, but you can kind of see where it has that slight little bulge in it where like the forearm muscles are kind of thing. So this, I just, I even forgot to add that. And the cool thing about the flexible Platfx paint is, and what the foam as well, not like cracking or stretching on the thing, is I heated up the backside and I was able to add those in even after I painted it on one of them.
I think we definitely, if we had thought about it, could have done them
It could have
more
been a little bit better.
defined.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think the other one we did it before painting.
Oh, okay.
We just had already done one and forgot. But anyway, yeah, cool. Well, yeah. What questions do you guys have? What thoughts did you have on that?
Do you wish you owned a pair of shorts like that?
And do you wish you owned a pair of Globetrotter shorts like that? They're not officially Globetrotter shorts. That's just what I call them. Patricia, I got my What the Foam and FOMO this weekend and got a dope knife and an early Christmas gift from my sister-in-law. Never laughed so happily. Awesome. That's so great. Oh, man, I love those dope knives. Like, they're just so cool.
It's just dope.
It's just dope,
Well, Skylar's like, I was doing the dishes, and he's like, what should we call our knives? I'm like, IDK. It's a dope knife. I'm just like,
we were like,
let's do it.
Yeah, because we did FOMO, right? And then we have WTF, what the foam? And we're like, we should keep going with the acronym things. Like, what other acronyms are there? And we're like, IDK? What would that be? And she's like, it's a dope knife.
I'm like covered in
I love it.
water and washing dishes.
Yeah, that was awesome. All right, let's see. We have any questions that I missed? We got, where do you buy your paint?
Oh, I know that Joshua Harper wanted to know if you've ever worked with leather.
Okay.
And if you would, I think you asked, Josh, did you ask about making the skirt out of actual leather? I think that would it would be heavier and more expensive for sure.
So he would have been towards the beginning with that question?
Yeah.
So Joshua Harper asks, hey, random question, do you ever work with leather or faux leather? The answer would be, I have not done much with leather. I did some in Boy Scouts, made some cool, like, pocket knife holders and some stuff like that, but I haven't really done much with leather for my cosplay stuff, because I have foam on me, and I can make it look like leather, and leather's expensive.
Myron's getting into leather.
But yeah, Myron's getting into leather. He got a bunch of leatherworking tools. And actually, I want to try using his leatherworking tools and see if I can't make our What the Foam do a lot of things that you'd be able to do with leather. Like potentially make a shoe.
He's really obsessed with this idea of making a shoe.
I want to try to make a shoe out of What the Foam.
Like for his Assassin's Creed.
For my Assassin's Creed cosplay. Because for guys, they just don't have a whole lot of boot options that are like, that look decent, They're either like way too costumey, like Spirit Halloween stuff, or they're just like a boot cover kind of thing. But I want like something that looks like a real cool...
What the shoe?
Boot. Anyway.
April. What the shoes?
What the shoes?
Okay, Kara W., the costume designer for the movie did an undersuit as well, and the things on top separately. I believe they used something like neoprene.
Oh, so what's this? A costume designer from the movie did an... let me put that up.
It's very recent. Right there.
Right there. Okay, so yeah, the costume designer from the movie did an undersuit as well, and the things on top separately. I believe they used something like neoprene. Okay, so you're talking about these...
To get like the muscle, and then they put those on top of it. Like what I was saying, kind of. But I don't know. I don't know that much about neoprene. So.
Are you talking about like these layers, like these detail ones, like being a separate layer on top, or?
I think so.
Just doing. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. That is interesting.
Hi, huge car guy.
I like that. Cool. That's sweet. Yeah, I want to find more. I don't know if it's just not out there or if I'm just not like really looking actively, but probably. I feel like when we had DVDs, right, there would always be like the whole behind the scenes, like how they did the costumes, how they did this and that. We watched like 24 hours worth of behind the scenes stuff on how they did the costumes and all kinds of things for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
On the DVDs.
We stayed up way too late.
Like all the extended stuff and all the behind the scenes and everything. But I feel like it's with the whole digital stuff, I don't just feel like, where are they putting that? I keep looking on YouTube for stuff like that, and it's like not really as in-depth or satisfying. I'm like, where do we find this? If you guys know, let me know.
Oh, I didn't read your whole comment. Hi, Clint.
Clint, hey, what's up? Hey, you changed your YouTube handle to match your Instagram.
Whoa. That means it's lunchtime.
Okay, so let's see. He said I was working on an ammo belt. Oh, sweet.
For Red Dead Redemption.
Cool. That's sweet. So you're looking to do it with leather? I mean, I can't remember where you are at in the area, but if you're able to go to Beck Leather and Craft has a ton of
it's in the art book.
Materials and everything. Oh,
I just need to get the art book. That's what I should have asked for Christmas.
Maybe that's what we need to do. Is just get the art books and stuff.
So
That's awesome.
April sends us things.
Yeah, April sends us like stills from the art book. Okay, I guess I need to get more art books.
He's in Ogden, so that's
okay, yeah. So that's not very close to Beck's. They're in like West Jordan. Anyway, cool. All right. Well, any other questions from you guys?
We're going to be putting a video out next week kind of asking for people's suggestions for the year, but if you want to get a head start.
Yeah.
Sure, Kara, that would be great.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love to see how they did that because that's really curious. And would make sense to have like more flexibility and movement to the costume. So that'd be sweet. Hey, Mariana Cruz Vidal. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Sorry. But welcome. Yeah, no problem. Better late than never. We're glad to have you. If we ever get back to cons, we need to do a meetup. Yes, yeah. I totally agree. Yeah, like...
Sometimes I just come out with noises.
Yeah! That's what's up! Wooka wooka! Yeah, totally. We should do it. I mean, like, I know for sure I'll be going to Salt Lake Comic Con one way or another.
It's not
when it happens.
It's not called that anymore.
It's not called Salt Lake Comic Con anymore.
You need to get over it. It's been a long time.
I'm holding out that they're gonna, like, the lawsuits will end up playing out where they'll be fine. So, FanX in Salt Lake. And it would be sweet to do a meetup like that. Okay, cool. I didn't totally mess up her name then. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Did we have any other questions that we missed?
I know we were asked how we feel about 2021 and what we have coming up.
Yeah, so that's we're going to put out a video just next week just to kind of gather a bunch of feedback from you guys and everything, and all of our subscribers. And basically, we're in the process of planning out the year for next year and trying to figure out what type of stuff
we want to put out, what things we want to cover. I mean, Disney just dropped a huge like bombshell on everybody with all of the stuff that they're coming out with. Like, it's going to be insane. So in my head, I'm thinking that it's probably going to be a Marvel and Star Wars year.
With the side of just finishing my
Wonder
Woman.
With maybe some Wonder Woman and Hiccup.
Yeah, we gotta finish Hiccup.
So, but yeah, I mean, just with everything coming out, that seems like that will be a lot of the stuff that we'll be getting, especially since, we're looking at potentially this pandemic thing, like people not having, lots of people having access to the vaccines until at least the fall or something is what I'm seeing. Then, we've got some time before we're going to have the full-fledged movie releases and all that stuff that we're used to. But Disney's like, hey, we got you guys. Disney Plus is firing on all cylinders, apparently. So, but anyway, yeah. So let us know, what you guys would like to see. But also, to check out that video we're going to put out next week, because that'll be where we want to try to kind of like get it all together. Because this chat, I don't know if it'll show up for us again once the live stream's over, so we won't be able to reference back to it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Leia wants to know, are you going to make a how-to book?
Who asked that?
Leia.
Oh, sweet. Am I going to make a how-to book? We've been talking about it.
It's right there.
Where at?
Right there.
Oh. So Leia's asking, are we going to make a how-to book? We've looked at it. We've talked about it. It's something that we would like to do. I don't know yet if that's in this year's plan, but if we were to do one, like what would you guys like to see? Because if I were to do one, I think my first one would probably be on patterning.
Thank you so much.
What? Dude. Clint. Holy cow.
Wow. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, man. Thank you. Holy cow.
Oh, you're getting all teary.
You guys. Clint, thank you. Oh man.
It's been so great having you all this year. Especially just because, I don't know, just everybody's home and it's like we have our group of friends to get together with.
To hang out with every Friday, yeah. Yeah, it's always so much fun to just be able to hang out with you guys and chat and everything, and it's definitely in this year the way it's been, and being kind of locked down and everyone having to stay put more and everything like that. It's been so nice to have you guys and be able to hang out and chat, and you guys are just so generous, and you guys are making this possible for us to be able to keep doing this and keep doing this full time and be able to keep making content for you guys on a regular basis. And so thank you. Holy cow. My goodness. Every time I always just forget what we were even talking about now.
You were saying book wise. If you were to make a book, I mean, my brain goes to patterning.
Yeah, if I were to, off the top of my head, if I were to say one that we would do first, I would think it would be on patterning. There's some things that I do that are...
Welby. I love the little guy jumping
around. Is he playing the drums on the buildings or what? Or is he just, he's just bouncing him because he's jumping around. Oh my goodness.
Welby. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Holy cow, you guys. This is crazy.
You can do... Thank you so much.
Wait, where's his?
Right there?
No, that was...
It's not on there? Welby. Thank you.
Maybe, is it just delayed, or...
I don't know.
Anyway.
Thank you.
Holy cow. Or is it just because he didn't say anything on it? Or I don't know. It should show up. I'm trying to put
how to use this.
Yeah, I'm trying to put yours up on the screen. It's not showing up for me though.
Thank you.
Welby, dude. You guys.
We're so excited for you and your cricket stuff and your cosplay, and I can't wait to see your spin on these characters.
Oh yeah.
Because that's such a good idea.
Yeah, that's like so.
I love it.
Awesome. With your channel stuff, is that like a plan that you plan to do for
Josh
like, most of your
Harper!
builds? Wait, what just happened?
Thank you.
Holy cow, you guys! Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. You are amazing. What the? Holy cow. How come they aren't showing up? Okay, we'll send this one that he did, since it's not letting me do the super chat one from Welby.
Guys.
Joshua! Josh!
So kind. Thank you so much. I know that like this time of year can be just
Holy cow.
crazy for most people, so thank you so much.
That is so generous, you guys. Like, really.
Ah!
You guys are gonna make us.
We can't handle it.
You guys are gonna make us cry. Josh Harper, thank you, man. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. Holy cow.
Yeah, thank you.
Clint says, I'm glad we guys did this impromptu. I was sad I missed last week's. Well, we're pretty glad we did this impromptu, too. But yeah, no, yeah, it was too bad that we missed you, and it was going to be kind of like the last one. We weren't doing a live stream for Christmas Day, and so we were trying to get today's video ready, and we're like, should we just do it as a live stream and just do an impromptu one? And since it's kind of a reaction thing, it'd be probably more fun live anyway. But yeah, I'm glad we did it too, and I'm so excited how many of you guys showed up on this like last minute impromptu thing like 2 days before Christmas. You guys are amazing. And holy cow, thank you for your donations and just for watching and tuning in too. Like, you guys, you have no idea.
I'm
so awesome.
Welby said yes.
Welby.
I was supposed to start last week, but my girlfriend and I got overloaded with t-shirt orders. That's good.
Oh yeah,
right? Getting overloaded with the orders.
Yeah,
that means more people, like a lot of people wanted them.
It's a good thing, right? Good problem to have. But yeah, so I think kind of the idea on your channel is like to do these characters but add your kind of native spin on it, right?
I love it.
That is so cool. I'm so excited to see that, because like that's such a fresh idea too, like in this niche, you know, to like have kind of that's like
it's so cool, your
thing. And I'm like, that'll be so exciting to just like see what is he gonna do, how's he gonna like make it adjust it.
That's awesome.
Wow,
Welby.
that is so exciting. Congratulations. That is definitely a good problem to have. That is exciting.
Leia, I'm supposed to be making pies, but I decided to watch this. I'm supposed to be making cookies. My kids are like out there waiting for me to make cookies.
The dog's scratching on the door.
Yeah, they're banging down the door.
Wow, you guys, that's so awesome, so exciting. Well, any other questions or anything from you guys? I'm just gonna let the dog in so he doesn't scratch my blast door.
The blast door. We do have a good life. I know I've seen like lots of Marvel lightsabers, blasters, sonic screwdrivers. Oh, that would be fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I miss Doctor Who.
Yeah, we haven't watched Doctor Who for a long time. Mariana, can you do something of Marvel? Yes or no? Yeah, I will definitely be doing some Marvel stuff based on just what's coming out and everything. Like, it's so hard. Like, I need to look at when things are coming out so I know which ones to prioritize and do first and stuff. But
we know that January is mostly going to be Mandalorian.
Yeah, you guys wanted a bunch of Mandalorian stuff, so we're planning on trying to do a bunch of that for January. And then after that, right now, we're kind of just about to start like planning out our content.
But we also know that we're gonna have quite a few quick tips.
So we'll have a lot of like Apprentice clip type of stuff, probably one a week. with you know, the build videos thrown in there. We haven't determined kind of like the full schedule for those yet, or how that would work, but we're gonna.
Bradwick, thank you so much.
We're gonna at least have, what? How do I keep missing these?
Because I'm cool.
What?
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Merry Christmas.
We're so happy to have you part of the stream team.
Yeah, seriously. Holy cow, you guys. What's a Mandalorian?
What?
From Welby. Bradwick, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for a wonderful channel and community. Well, thank you for being part of the community.
Seriously.
All of you guys.
We're
Merry
just
Christmas.
So excited when we get new people that start coming, like becoming a regular with our other friends, and it's just so great. Yeah,
I love seeing like new names pop up and everything.
I feel like I know so many of you, but we've never met.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, I'm glad it's so fun to see it building too, and like, you know, we see new people pop on, and then they come in the next week again. We got Sci-Fi Painter, who's been on a couple times now since he found us, and you know, it's exciting to see so many fresh faces and names on today's live stream too, and it's just like, you know, keep coming back. We love having you guys, and
we love seeing the cool things that you make too. So
yeah,
we want to like send us your pictures and show us what you're working on.
Yeah, tag us on Instagram on anything that you guys are making or excited about. Cosplay_Apprentice is our handle on Instagram. But yeah, Bradwick, thank you again. Holy cow, all of you guys. Oh man.
Clint.
Are there any tools or materials that you guys could use for videos/tutorials?
I wouldn't know that answer. You would know that answer.
Tools or materials that you could use for videos/tutorials. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's like a tool I've been seeing people use. I'm like, oh man, that'd be sweet.
I have no idea. I know that you wanted to start doing like using leather stuff.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, Myron got a bunch of like leatherworking tools and stuff like that I was curious to try on foam, on our What the Foam, and see, you know, how well it worked. Like if you could use those same leather working tools on What the Foam to accomplish kind of those leather working looks. So that would be something interesting. But yeah, I mean, like, partially I needing to learn. One of the things I want to, when I do this, for those of you that are on, that have been on the streams before, when I'm doing this, that's referring to the...
He has it in his brain.
I have it all.
Leia, thanks so much for tuning in. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, good luck with the pies and everything. Merry Christmas, Leia. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry to take you away from pie making, but we loved having you on, so thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Sounds like we might need to go soon too. I heard
our kids are like banging the door.
But anyway, yeah. So, what was I saying?
You're just dreaming up.
Oh yeah. So, I need to like figure out how some design software stuff. Which one to use? That's kind of more for like engineering. But I've been looking up some like freeware stuff that's pretty good, that allows you to be able to have like models spin and stuff like that. Because I'm wanting to design the mechanism for the pop out knife sharpener in the crafting gauntlet that I'm gonna make. I got the notebooks for it that I want to integrate. What? Oh my goodness! You guys, holy cow! Is this real life? This is amazing. Patricia, thank you. Oh my goodness. I wanted to add, I really appreciate your channel and your guys' vibes as people and as cosplayers. Thank you. I'm so glad we've been able to have you on last couple times. I know we've caught you late at the end of the stream several times before, but I'm so glad we got you on today and that you've been able to make it to the last couple. So fun to have you on. Thank you. That means so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We
really didn't anticipate this, guys. So
seriously.
Thank you. We were just like, let's do a live. That would be fun.
Yeah, and just react to our my first foam build.
Merry Christmas, Red.
Thank you, Patricia. Holy cow, you guys are spoiling us. This is amazing. Red, thank you so much for tuning in. Wellby says, I've worked with leather and made lots of medicine bags or giveaways. Also good use for making dream catchers.
Ooh, medicine bags, that's cool.
That's way cool. Totally.
I sat on my knee.
We'll just put this one back up again one more time.
So sweet. I'm so grateful. Guys.
Thank you, Patricia. Oh my goodness. You guys, I can't believe this. You guys are just so amazing and so generous. Wow. I don't even remember what I was saying now.
Mariana says, I've made things from your Wonder Woman from your tutorials.
Oh, really? Sweet.
Awesome.
That is so great. Did it work out for you? Hopefully helpful. Yeah, which ones did you do? I'm curious. And then I'd love to see how they turned out. If you have them posted anywhere, like tag me in a comment or something. I'd love to see. That is so awesome. Yeah, it's been really fun and exciting with this new movie coming out.
It's fun to revisit it since it kind of came out at the beginning of our channel, and then to revisit it and redo some of the pieces.
Yeah, so we redid the van braces, we redid the tiara and armband from the original that we did, and then we made the helmet. So we have all new versions of the van braces and the tiara and armband, and then we have the Gold Eagle helmet. My guess is that her gold costume is going to be probably just kind of like she'll have it in this movie and then she probably won't have it again kind of thing. But maybe it's just her new permanent costume. Mm-hmm. But my guess is she'll probably still have the original one for majority of the movie, and then she'll have the cool gold one and as some kind of super power up thing. So it's nice that that these will still be relevant for people if they're wanting to make the costume from the original ones as well.
Did you clear coat? No, we didn't do any clear coat.
Yeah.
We just used the prime, right?
Well, so depending on which one. So the van braces, we did Plastidip with Platfx. The helmet we did prime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did prime, Prop Monkey Studios. Do you want to go? Yeah. Sorry, just a sec, guys.
Come on in,
bud.
Come here.
Do you want to come say hi to everybody? Watcha.
Hi, big kid.
Some water. Hey, look. Say hi to everybody right here.
Right there. Look
you
right
look
there.
right there and say hi.
Nothing.
Just thirsty.
Yeah, I just rewatched the video on the helmet. Yeah, no, we didn't clear coat it at all. And we used a lot of paint on it.
It took a lot.
It took a lot of paint, but
because
it was
of all the
worth
feathers and everything, but it was totally worth it. We did the golden hour.
Yeah, we did golden hour.
Golden hour, Platfx golden hour. Because we tried gold coin with the van braces originally with you guys, and we felt like it was too dark of a gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, fine finish. We used fine finish on the armband. Yeah, thanks to Clint.
Oh, I haven't even had a treat. I brought treats down.
We used fine finish on the armband, and we used Plastidip on the van braces, and then we used prime on the tiara and the helmet. We're just trying each of them out to kind of see. Prime is pretty nice if you already have a pretty smooth
No.
Surface, and you just want to kind of do a nice little flexible coat on it that's sandable. Fine finish, if you're wanting to get a really, really, really smooth surface, you can even wet sand that. Everyone's saying hi to you, Ollie.
Are we planning to do the whole costume? Not the gold.
Not the whole gold costume. We'll probably stick with the
I would just like a reworked
version of the one that we watched today, yeah.
And yeah.
But yeah. So we never did a video on the boots.
Yeah. But they are the ones that need the most.
But they definitely, like, the breastplate held up better. The boots, I wish I had What the Foam for, because I just did like little, not like structural straps. It was just kind of straps out of the foam that look like leather, and it just kind of like velcroed on. It wasn't like pulling tight on it or anything. It was just to kind of just be there and look like a leather strap. But within like, how many steps at the con?
Just like, we were in line at the costume contest.
So yeah, like in line at the costume contest at the convention, and she takes like a couple steps and like snap, snap, snap. Those pieces of foam just snapped. I'm like, ugh, can't use that.
Well, we had elastic and stuff.
Yeah.
Too, but the foam covering that just snapped.
Yeah. But anyway, so I definitely wish I had What the Foam for that, because we could have created those straps and had them be functional straps, like we did on the van brace.
Yeah.
With the button studs and everything on the van brace is using What the Foam, and it's a functional strap.
You look at it?
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen this one, like, this is our 4mm What the Foam, and
Yours did too, April? We're living dual lives.
No way, that's crazy. What are the odds? Yeah, so I really like how like I could actually use these as functional straps, the 4mm What the Foam. And I just got like these button studs.
Oh,
you can get them on Amazon. You get a big pack of them. And you just pop just drill a little hole, and then this can just snap on. And works perfect. Oh wow, you got some
hand me those wipes over there.
Chocolatey hands there, Buckaroo. Okay. Wipes. Oh, I could have reached them without standing up. Sorry guys, a brief intermission. You enjoyed that chocolate, huh?
Kind of. It's mostly over there. I think that the raspberry is a little sour.
The knee armor fell off? Oh no.
Cosbond. We haven't tried Cosbond.
I haven't tried it, yeah.
You know all the cool stuff, Clint.
Yeah. I've definitely seen it, and I've heard people talk about it. I haven't tried it myself. Like, essentially the idea is it's just a, like, adhesive film, right? So you can, like, peel off one side, stick it onto something, and then peel off the other side and stick it onto something.
When I was doing the Astrid pauldrons, I was like, I wish this was all just sticky back foam.
Oh yeah, to like stick on the layers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so they just have like a film that you can just apply to stuff.
That's cool.
And then be able to stick it down. How strong does it work, Clint? Is it pretty strong? Like, what's the hold like on it? I mean, I've heard people like it, so I'd be curious to know more. My first build, I didn't know a lot of things. Can you do something like soccer? That I like soccer and I play soccer.
Scarlett played soccer.
Yeah, I played soccer. Keeper. Super fun. Can I do something with soccer though? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would do with that.
My leg's asleep.
You okay?
Sorry. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay.
You want me to hold them?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
It's very strong, Clint says.
Oh, sweet. That'd be interesting. If you guys were hearing that. It's It's the ad playing at the end of the video.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, you ready to get down or something? You going back out with your brothers? They feel so cool when they can just walk up to the blast door and the motion sensor sees them and it just opens up for them. The dog feels pretty cool too that he can do that.
You can tell the dog feels cool.
You can tell he feels like, yeah, I'm super legit. He just walks right over to the door and then he's like...
It could be frustrating to be a dog where you're like, you have no control of doors
if the door's closed, you're like,
and...
ah. Can they see him back there snoozing in the...
Can you see the dog?
No.
He's down there.
Yeah.
Down there.
Anyway, alright. Okay, any other questions or anything? I think they do. I think TNT might sell it as well. I'm not positive,
but if they do sell it directly from the website,
but yeah, if they sell it directly from their website,
website,
that would be the place to do it so that they get as much profit from it as they can.
My leg's dead. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. What we have anything else?
I think so. Guys, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. We are just so happy to have you here on the stream team.
Yeah, and so grateful for you guys, and just like, holy cow. you guys are amazing. Like, I did not expect this at all. I was thinking it was going to be like a quick, like, 12-minute live stream where we just went through the reaction, and like, I didn't know how many people would be on or anything. We're like, well, at least people could just watch it on the replay, I guess. But so many of you showed up, and so many of you were so generous. Holy cow, thank you guys. Like, it really means so much. And we're so grateful to you. And we're grateful just to know you guys. And, like, one of the best things that's come out of this year has been
the streams.
You guys and the live streams. Like, so awesome. So, thank you so much. Feliz Navidad. 3 languages, English, Spanish, and French. Oh, c'est chouette. Joyeux Noël. That's amazing. I've only got 2, and one of them's kind of still iffy, but...
I have 1. I'm cool.
You're working on...
I'm cool. I'm working on French.
You're working on French. Anyway, but yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome. Let us know, you know, in the video we put out... Next week, what you guys are wanting to see. We'll just collect everything right there. We know one of the things in the plan for the new year is we want to get that Discord thing set up with you guys.
I'm sure it's not hard.
It's probably not hard at all, and we just like we are just like focused on so many other things that we keep like not doing it. But we'll get that figured out and stuff too, and that'll allow us to be able to get some good feedback from you guys as well as we plan stuff out. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Yeah, as is customary, thank you guys for watching, and cosplay on, my friends.
Pick a pose. Wait, I don't know how to get out of this.
Just
it's right up there.
We're just gonna
creep
sink
down
out of it.
I can't get it. It's not ending. Oh, there it is. Bye. Maybe?